We've seen, unfortunately, this week Muhammad Ali passed away. We've seen a lot of sort of media coverage. It's been quite a solemn week for boxing in general, with someone so well respected and someone that's transcended the sport so much as Ali passing away. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's been a sad week for people in the world generally, not only in boxing, because Ali was a superb human being. He was good to people in and outside the ring. The man's done so much and changed so much people's life. You know what I mean? They even a word for him. You can't call him a legend. You can't call him a superstar. There's no word for him. He's just an amazing man. He's just like, he's an inspiration. He's a phenomenal man. You know what I mean? I can't he's the kind of person you can't put a word in. You can't put one word to him. You can't say, oh, he's this or he's that. He's just great. He's great in and outside the ring. You know what I mean? The guy was colourful. He was passionate. He had love. He stood for what he believed in. You know what I mean? He was a great fighter. He was good in and outside the ring. You know what I mean? The guy was a phenomenal guy. You know what I mean? It's a sad loss. You know what I mean? And he was such a warrior. Even with his sickness, he outlived most of the younger guys he fought in his career. I think only Josh Foreman, there's probably a few more other guys that's alive, but I think Josh Foreman is one of the only one who's outlived him. You know what I mean? Even when he was down and out, he was still a warrior all the way up until he passed. He's an inspirational guy, you know what I mean? It's very sad, but we don't live forever, and that's what that reminds me of, you know what I mean? Enjoy your life while you're still here. Believe in yourself. Go for what you believe in. Don't make no one dampen your dreams. Just go for what you want. Whatever you believe you can do. Don't let no one tell you can't. Just go for it. Do what you're gonna do. Enjoy your life. Cause you live once. You only live once. When you're gone, you're gone. And that's, you know, when Ali passed, I didn't post anything on my social media. Everybody was jumping on the hype, posting stuff. I see everybody was posting stuff. You know what I did? I took a minute. I said a prayer for him, and I prayed to God to protect his soul and give him a passage to heaven, and that's it. I wasn't into the hype because he was somebody who I look up to. He was somebody my father looked up to, my grandfather looked up to because of what he did outside the ring first of all and inside the ring. So I took the time out and I said a prayer for him, and I wish him all the best, and hopefully his soul rests in peace, and hopefully God gives him paradise or heaven because he deserves it. You know, in my opinion.
What was your best Ali moment or memory, even as growing up, or something that your grandfather or your father might have said to you? What lasting memory of Muhammad
when he
Ali
beat George Foreman. When he beat George Foreman, because everybody thought George Foreman was going to kill him. I thought that George Foreman was going to kill him. I remember watching the fight as a kid with my dad and that. And I remember, I think I cried at something, I think as a kid, because I thought that, you know what I mean, this guy was such a hero. My father held him in such high regards and praised him so much. Automatically, I felt sad, I felt heartbroken. I thought that he was, you know what I mean, the hype, George was such a strong, unstoppable machine, and George was beating the sack out of him. You know what I mean, I was sad, you know. And then when he pulled it off, it was an amazing feeling, but everything he done, to be honest, is he's just a phenomenal man. There's nothing more I can say. He's an amazing man. I'm sure if there's not one person on this planet that can say something bad about Muhammad Ali. Even Joe Frazier, who he said all those bad things, was end up forgiving him. I say, you know what? This guy is a great guy. You have to take a second and look at Muhammad Ali, and you will see. Just if you don't know about Muhammad Ali, just get on YouTube. Forget boxing. Don't watch his boxing stuff. Watch the other stuff. What he does, the energy he brings, the charisma, everything that he brings, the knowledge when he speaks, or inspiration he is to people. You know what I mean? Listen to his words and take them in, and digest them and break them down, and you see what I mean. The guy's a legend.
A little bit about Dave Allen, if that's all right. I know he's a heavyweight that's making his name. Doncaster, moving up the rankings a little bit. How much have you heard of Dave Allen personally?
I'll just keep an eye on every heavyweight in the world. You can ask me any heavyweight in the world, I'll be able to tell you something about him. I'll just keep an eye. I'll just keep an eye on heavyweight, cruiserweight, light heavyweight, because anyone, cruiserweight, light heavyweight can always move up to heavyweight. So I'll just keep an eye on those sort of guys and see what they're doing. The fella is alright, listen. Him and his manager talk a load of shit. You know what I say? Him and Stephanie Balls or whatever. Is that the name? Stephanie Balls or Oh, Steffi Bull. Is that what it is? I don't know. They talk a lot of shit. They've been calling a lot of people out, shouting a lot of abuse on people. Then once they call me out and I give it back to them and I stick it back at them, they're saying, oh, I'm a bully, I'm this and I'm that. It's not that. You talk rubbish, you call me out, I'll say raw. I step to you now, and then now they're saying I'm a bully. Listen, they're bottom feeders. That's what they are. You know what I mean? If he wants to, he wants to get his head bashed in for 10 grand or 20 grand or whatever. You know what I mean? I'll get in there and I'll bash him up. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when I see him, I might just slap him when I see him because he's just annoying. He just starts rubbish. I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind people wanting to fight me. I feel privileged that younger guys is calling me out. I want to fight me. I feel privileged that boxing has given me that platform, that people look up to me, that they want to fight me, they think I'm a challenge to them, or I'm a goalpost for them to get to. But the way he's going on and screaming my name, I'm saying, dude, you don't need to do that. I'm with Matchroom. Matchroom's got option on you. Sign the contract and let's do this. You know what I mean? I'm going to have 2 fights and then after I'm just going to go to Doncaster and beat him into a pulp, to be honest. You know what I mean? I'll train for him. You know what I mean? He's young. He says he's a white rhino. It's going to be a shame that I'm going to kill the last living white rhino, to be honest. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? That night I'm going to change my name from the body snatcher to the hunter. Or maybe the predator, I think. And just destroy him. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? There's levels, and his level is what it is. So you know what I mean? If he thinks he can beat me after 9 fights and sparring with Tyson Fury and going to training camps and stuff, then fair play to him. You know, he's a brave man. You know what I mean? So, but I will hurt him, and I want to hurt him, and I'm gonna knock him into next year. To be honest, I just want to just get him. Smash him in the face, 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 keep smashing him in the face. But nah, he's alright. He wants to change his life. He wants to shine a bit of light in his career. I can't fault him for that, but he doesn't need to keep screaming my name. You know, I'll fight anybody. That's what I said to him. If you got a problem with me, you keep screaming my name. I know people say, yeah, I'm always offering everybody out and I always want to have a street fight, but that's me though. If somebody keeps screaming my name and say they want to fight me, then I take it personal. If you want to fight, we keep it boxing terms. Yeah, I would like to fight you, whatever. Speak to my promoter will see what he thinks. Speak to me and I will think what I think. But when you keep talking rubbish and keep offering me out, keep saying this, then I'll show up. I'm like Freddy Krueger. Is it Freddy Krueger at the bogeyman? If you say my name a couple times, then I'll be there. And that's it. He's been shouting my name. I'm here now, and I'm gonna punch this. I'm gonna beat the hell out of him.
Who would you rather fight then? Derek Chisora or Dave Allen? If I gave you one
I want to fight both of them.
Second fight with Matchroom.
I want to fight both of them. This day is going down. I think June 25th, July something. July 30th, I think, or something, and then September sometime, Dave Allen's getting murdered. And then December, I will end the Zimbabwean bin man's career. But the good thing is he's got a job to fall back on after boxing. You might see him in Mitcham taking out the bins. You know what I mean? Or he might become He might become a serial. Actually, no. I'm not gonna give him too much low blow. I'm gonna save some for when the fight is built. But you know, whatever, man. You know.
Well, listen, we appreciate you giving IFL TV some time today. Sorry about that crumb on your lip. We did tell you.
You're a tosser, man. You're a first class wanker.
But yeah, no, we do appreciate you having us in Bristol today and giving us some of your time, D. Nice one, mate.
Oh yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Kimbo Slice as well.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about Kimbo Slice as well. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, we lost a few people this week. Obviously, Ali's way up there, and Kimbo is down here. But you know what I mean? He was a brave man. He was a street fighter. He went into boxing, went into MMA. Done alright for himself. You know what I mean? You know, I wish him and his family. I wish him safe passage into heaven as well. You know, hopefully he lived a good life and he did what he was supposed to do and got his gent and his soul and all the other stuff. But you know, it's sad because he was a guy that shows up and fight. I was even meant to fight him at one stage. He was talking about fighting him, and we tried to make the fight, but Kimbo only wanted to fight 4 rounders. You know what I mean? I wanted to fight him over 8 rounds or 10 or something. He only wanted, when I was on the combat chair, when I was fighting Nascimento, we were trying to get Kimbo sliced, but he didn't fancy. He just wanted to fight 4 rounders. You know what I mean? But
he's actually undefeated as a boxer. I think he retired 8-0 or 7-0.
Yeah. So I was trying to get a fight with him over in Brixton actually. You know what I mean? It would have been a good fight. It would have been a good fight. It would have been 2 guys going at it, but. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's a shame when these guys pass so young. You know what I mean? It's a shame. You know what I mean? It's sad as well, and it takes us back to what I said earlier. Live your life. You have one life. Live it. You know what I mean? Believe in yourself. Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Kimbo was a street fighter. You know what I mean? Look how inspirational he was. He's a street fighter. He got into MMA. He done all right. He switched from MMA, got into boxing. He done all right. So it just goes to show you, if you believe in yourself and you're on a journey, don't stop and just keep going. That, you know what I mean? That's another perfect example. You know what I mean? Just somebody that people writ off from the street, went into UFC. I think he might have lost his first fight in the UFC or something, but he came back and he win loads of fights. You know what I mean? He beat veteran up like James Thompson and all those other guys. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show you, that's someone that's got 100% self-belief in himself. You know what I mean? And I think, who else did he beat? He beat a decent boxer as well, didn't he? What's the fella's name that he beat?
I'll have to check his box rec, to be honest.
Yeah, he beat a decent boxer. Well, he stopped him, I think. It wasn't Nielsen. It was someone else. He beat a decent boxer, but you know, these guys. That's why I respect these guys, because they changed their life around and made something of their life and believe in themselves. Even though people write them off as, oh, he's just a street thug, that street brawl. He actually got in the ring, learned discipline, trained, got in the ring, and fought. He lost his first fight. He came back and fought again and win. And that's hard to do. It's hard to come back from a loss, especially somebody like that who's got so much pride, who's a bad mother effer on the street. You know what I mean? So, you know, it shows a lot of drive and a lot of balls, and I respect him for that. You know.
Yeah, he had some good wins. His best win was probably Shane Tillyard, maybe Howard Jones. Stop both those guys.
Yeah. I was watching his career, because like I said, it's a fight that I wanted, you know what I mean? It was a good fight that I actually wanted, you know what I mean? So.
You admire someone that goes from sort of YouTube to fighting in sort of back gardens and barbecues to carving out a career in sort of 2 sports. Is that someone you could look
I admire anybody who take themselves off the floor and go anywhere. Even I admire even the white collar guys at the gym who come and train and get in the ring and have a fight just to have a feel of it, just to feel what it feels like, and just to understand what it takes to get in the ring. So guys that actually gone from nothing to something, or guys that's gone from a street fighter, guys that's gone from a troubled kid in South London like me to being one of the top fighters in the world, you know what I mean? It's an inspirational story, isn't it? You know what I mean? Guys who's meant to be nothing, who's got written off at school, guys in general who's been written off in life, who changed their destiny and just said, F what everyone say, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm believing myself. You know what I mean? I respect anybody that can do that. Anybody that's got the courage to do what people say they can't do, or to get up and go out there and search for it and bring it in. I respect that, man. 100% respect that. You know, and it sets precedents for other people to follow as well. Because when you look through history and you see guys like, Kimbo Slice, he was just a guy that was fighting at barbecue in car parks, to one of the top UFC fighters, to a promising heavyweight prospect in boxing. You know what I mean? It's inspirational.
Mr. Dillian, thanks for giving us a bit of time today, mate. It's good to spend some time with you. We look forward to catching you up during the sort of press stuff for your fight on the undercard of Anthony Joshua, and hopefully it leads to some big fights for you, mate. Yeah,
thanks, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, I've been interviewing with you guys for so long now. It just flows when it comes to interviewing you guys, man.
On that note, Dill, I'll catch you real soon. Thanks for your time.
All right, peace.